Hello, I'm Dr. Sushil Tahliani. I'm a practicing dermatologist with my clinics in Bandra and Malad in Mumbai. I also visit Hinduja Hospital and Research Center. I've been in practice for 3.5 decades. I'll talk to you about psoriasis today. Psoriasis is a condition that is known to involve about 2 to 3% of world's population. I'm sure that becomes a big figure. Exact reason is not known, but it is believed that our own immune system mediates an attack on the skin cells, which causes an inflammation. And though it may be considered to be a skin condition because it comes to dermatologists because the presentations are mainly on the skin, it may also involve other systems, especially the joints. So, therefore, psoriasis is not just a skin deep disease. Now, when you have psoriasis, your own immune system targets the skin and the skin starts getting thick and flaky. So, one starts seeing well demarcated pink scaly lesions, and this happens because of increased turnover of the skin cells called keratinocytes. Now, the immune system targets the skin more in people who are genetically predisposed. So, when a doctor sees you for psoriasis, he may ask you a few questions about if somebody in the family has got a similar problem. Doctor may also like to know whether you got any stiffness of the joints more so in the mornings, and he would like to know whether you got any so-called dandruff on the scalp or any redness involving the groins or any cuts on the palms and toes, because these are places where psoriasis is often missed. Once psoriasis is suspected, it is usually diagnosed clinically because of the typical features. In some cases, we may be benefited by using a device called dermatoscope, which gives us features in favor of psoriasis. Uncommonly, a doctor may ask you to go for a skin biopsy, wherein we take a 3 to 5 millimeter bit of skin and send it for analysis. This is to confirm the diagnosis, and this is also to rule out certain other conditions which may mimic psoriasis. Once the biopsy is done, the reports are available in 4 to 7 days. We know psoriasis, once it happens, is known to get aggravated by various factors. One of those is stress. It has been shown that stress can not only bring about an aggravation in existing psoriasis. Once psoriasis is brought under control with treatment, stress may bring it back to activity and make it into a more severe version. Similarly, sleep deprivation also is known to make it worse. There are certain other factors like certain things in the diet. For example, when we have a lot of calorie rich food and we put on weight and we become obese, that may bring psoriasis to an increased activity. Similarly, alcohol and smoking are supposed to be detrimental and they are known to increase psoriasis. Certain medicines, for example, some medicines used for control of blood pressure, some medicines used for control of stress, and some medicines used for control of malaria, may in some situations increase existing psoriasis or bring about psoriasis like lesions on the body. Injuries are some more factors, and change of weather. So, a lot of people notice that psoriasis tends to get worse in winter when the weather is cold and dry. Once psoriasis has been diagnosed, it can be managed and we can bring the lesions back to normal, the skin back to normal. One of the treatments that we offer is phototherapy or light. When you use ultraviolet light, this can be outsourced from solar radiation. So we can sometimes tell the person to sit in sunlight with protection against wavelengths which may cause sunburns, with protection to the eyes, and it is believed that we give people 20 minutes exposure to sunlight 3 times a week. It may be quite helpful. But whenever lesions are on an area which cannot be exposed to sunlight or there is no privacy, we have facilities of offering ultraviolet light through chambers and sources called phototherapy chambers or phototherapy sources. In this, we normally use a wavelength which is selectively effective against psoriasis, and we filter out all the wavelengths which might be detrimental. So, one such treatment is narrowband ultraviolet light treatment. In some situations, when a small area of psoriasis does not respond, we also have targeted phototherapy wherein we use either ultraviolet light source or a laser which is directed against the resistant spot of psoriasis, and we treat it without exposing rest of the body to sunlight. Now, we have to approach a patient of psoriasis holistically, and whenever we clear lesions on the body, we have to tell the patient there's a possibility it may happen again sooner or later. But if we avoid the trigger factors which I told you about earlier, the risk is minimized and the duration between two episodes may be increased, during which patient can be kept healthy without treatment. So we know that it can settle and redevelop. So it can take a chronic relapsing course going up to several decades. But that does not mean that we call it an incurable disease. We can give patient a very useful life with freedom from psoriasis, and sometimes we can keep the patient free of psoriasis without having to keep giving the treatment continuously, unlike conditions like blood pressure or diabetes, where we know that once we are diagnosed with blood pressure or diabetes, we have to take medicines daily, lifelong. And my message to you all is not to get worried about psoriasis and not to hide it. Get it treated properly, and I can tell you that we can manage to keep it under control with either local creams in case of very localized version, or with phototherapy, as I mentioned to you earlier, or with certain medicines that you have to swallow, or with certain injections called biologics. And we can, in many such cases, clear the lesions completely and maintain that clearance on a long-term basis so that patient can enjoy a fruitful life without having to get worried about how the world will look at it and whether it will cause itching, whether joints will get damaged. All that can be controlled. Thank you.